loves. Look, this is going to be another video that nobody asked for, but again, I'm sensing a theme here. It is going to be a video out in the world, just like I promised you. And I know I'm running behind. I actually got quite a few messages last week saying, oh, you keep talking about how this is the third week in a row you've posted a video. I can't find the others. I'm like, no, I just filmed it, forgot to edit, forgot to post. Didn't forget. My brain is very full of many things, so I just didn't get there. Also, for the sake of transparency, the only reason I'm filming this video right now completely unprepared is because I haven't put makeup on or worn a dress, hang on, since the start of the year. And yes, my dress has dirt on it everywhere because I spent the last 20 minutes playing with the cows. Let me show you. But it's a dress nonetheless, and I thought what better opportunity to have a chat with you than right now. Hang on, I can hear vacuuming in the background. I'm going to shut that door. Hopefully that is not so loud now. So I have made a list of all of the videos that you have asked me to make. If you've got an idea and I haven't made it or you haven't given it to me, I mean, I probably haven't made it yet, but if you haven't given it to me, please drop it in the comments below and I'll make it. Because why not? I can use all the help I can get. But one of my most asked questions ever, of all time, is kind of if I have a cheats code to staying happy. And I feel like there's so much built into that. So that's managing stress and anxiety, and it is keeping a positive outlook, and it is loving yourself, and it is finding all of the good little bits of the world. But how do you stay happy is the way that most people ask it. And I'm going to answer that question in terms of my 3-step plan to being a little bit more positive and a little bit more happy and being able to look after myself and then give a little bit more back out into the world as best I can. Step 1 is the power of music. Yes. Playing it? No. I am terrible. Sometimes when Patrick and Lucas sit down for a jam and Lucas is playing guitar and Patrick is playing his harmonica, I'll fill a little Tupperware container up with rice and then shake it. I'm usually not in time. What I mean by the power of music is that it is very, very, very hard to walk around like a grump when you wake up and the first thing you do is put on some Lizzo or the Cat Empire or something that makes you feel good. It's just really tricky. And I find that when I go through stretches where I'm not really listening to music, I'm not asking my Google or Alexa to play it, or I'm not popping it in my headphones, they're the times when I sit with my thoughts a little bit and kind of start to spiral downwards. And fine, in terms of a really quick band-aid mood booster and then something that does help you feel more positive long-term as well, make sure you've got music as part of your everyday routine. You want to have music to wake up to cook to shake your booty to clean to live to. I've got a couple of Spotify playlists that I have made as mood boosters. I'll pop them in the links at the bottom of my video. Step number 2 kind of ties into the music, and that is moving my body. I'm just gonna say it, I don't love exercise, and I can go for such long stretches without moving my body at all. I just don't love it. It's not the moving I don't like when I am having a bit of a dance or when I'm walking up and down our driveway 5 times. I feel really good. It's just the conversation around the moving, everyone telling me constantly that I have to. I just kind of want to push back against that, I think. But when you do start moving, whether that is by doing some yoga in front of a YouTube video, or by putting on some aforementioned Lizzo and shaking your groove thing, or by going for a walk around the block a couple of times with your dog or with music, again, in your ears, you do feel those endorphins kick in and you do feel a lot happier and a lot healthier. And to get yourself to that point, if you like exercise as little as I do, I really recommend shifting your mindset from long-term goals like, I want to be fitter, I want to be healthier, to short-term goals like, wow, those endorphins kicked in and I feel really happy. And shifting your mindset from, I need to put my body through this to feel a certain way, to, hey body, I'm going to look after you and treat you because you do so good by me and I want to give a little back. And thing number 3 is being careful of the content you consume. This one's a little bit more serious than the other 2, and it spans across so many different mediums. You probably think about social media first when I say that, and that is definitely something that I mean. You are the person with the power to mute, to hide, to unfollow, to block. That's a bit aggressive, but to choose what kind of content you're consuming online. If there's someone that makes you stop and feel bad about yourself every single time you scroll past them, you don't need to look at that. If every time you jump on Facebook you get in an argument with your racist uncle, just unfollow him. You don't need a block. That's going to make Christmas awkward. Unfollow. It's fine. But when I say content, I'm also talking about the movies that you watch, the TV shows that you watch, the music you consume, the books you read. I think that sometimes we don't pay attention to how much those things actually impact us. And I don't want to throw around the word triggering because that's a really important thing. I will say that there are times when I'm deep into binging a TV show and I suddenly realize that I have been feeling really flat since I started. Unreal was a really big one for me. Like, I loved it, but it made me feel so bad. And I've just been listening to the audiobook of A Little Life, and it's the same thing. I love the characters, but my mental health took such a nosedive. So we've got social media, we've got written and filmed content and things like that, and we have the content that is the people that you surround yourself with. And that one's a biggie. Most of the time when I talk to people who are really unhappy, it's actually got a lot to do with the people that they're spending their time with. And I get it. You can't just cut out your siblings or your parents or your grandparents and say, Love Chloe Jane said you are bad content to consume and we are never talking again. But it is about limiting your time with people that make you feel bad or sad or angry or upset or hurt. If there is other stuff going on there, maybe it's worth speaking to someone about. But if you've got friends or family members that you find bring you down in a way that might border on toxic, you have no obligation to spend your days with them. The people that you spend time with should inspire you and make you want to create and make you want to thrive and make you want to be better. And you should want to see them thrive too. And if you're questioning that, maybe it's time to check in and see if those people are affecting your well-being long term. And if you feel like they're the only people you know, make some new friends. And I know that sounds really hard, but there are so many ways you might not even think of that you can do that at the moment. Online, Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok, you can build your own little communities of people that think like you do and that make you feel good. You could get a new casual job or start a new hobby. And they're still colouring in groups because I feel like they would be a vibe. But even being on your own for a little while is better than spending your time with people who make you feel bleh. That was not at all an exhaustive list of how to stay happy. I know, I wish I could give you all of the answers all at once, but they are just 3 little hacks or shortcuts or good bits of information that I wanted to share with you today. Another YouTube video down. Look at us go. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I will see you very soon. I love you. Bye.